Hello everybody, it's Royal Greed here, and I'm gonna be doing something a little different here. I'm gonna be doing something that a bunch of other Total War Warhammer 2 YouTubers do, and when they basically take replays of like battles that they had that were really good. They basically commentate over them. I'm gonna do that just to start, and then I'm probably gonna do a campaign soon actually as well. I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet. I'm thinking Throt since that just came out, and I haven't played him yet, so kind of excited for that. I don't play Skaven though, so it's gonna be a completely new experience. But anyways, so I'm playing as the Beastman over here, and I brought like as the cheap of the cheap, like as cheap as you can bring. I brought up tons of Ungor Raiders, which are just, or not Ungor Raiders, I'm sorry, Ungor Herd, Ungor Spears. They're the cheapest infantry that the Beastmen have. They're just basically like little goat dudes. All my money went into these two guys, the Cygors, who basically just throw rocks. They're artillery that can actually fight in melee, and they're amazing at it. I love them so much. I try to bring two. It's a problem, but I also brought a wild caster, and I brought Kazarak the One-Eye, who's the Lord. He got a buff, so I wanted to try him out. He's also just my favorite out of all the Beastmen. I just like his lore. The rest of my money was spent on 3 sets of these Centaurs with Throwing Axe because I wanted to try out some missile cavalry. I wanted to see. I never get to use the stuff, so I brought 3 of them. Now I did I had enough money, so I got one of these Gore Herd. They're basically anti-infantry. They're very good at it. The problem is I think my game is bugged or something because it's the same with Dirthu's sword. It just disappears randomly. Well, the same is happening for their back loincloth, unless it's supposed to be like that, which I'm almost certain it shouldn't. So every time I pick Goreherd, this specific unit, I just get a bunch of man-ass. So, fun. My ally is bringing in Skaven, so he went with a ton of cheap, like, frontline as I did. Just the good old rats. Skaven slaves, and Skaven slaves. He also did actually spend some money on Storm Vermin. He also chevroned them, which means they're going to be really good. He brought 2 things of Storm Vermin. He brought Throt, who I'm thinking of doing a campaign of. And he brought Gorich, who's just the big angry rat. The rest of his money was on a Hell Pit and a Mutant Rat Ogre, which that unit is so cool. I love that. Our opponents are a Wood Elf, who is almost all Vanguard deployed on everything on the side. He went like almost everything just fast and hard hitting. Now, the one thing he did bring that is terrifying are these, the Lost Elven Knights. You need magic damage to really do damage to them. Like, they're basically immortal if you don't have magical like attacks. Thing is, I don't bring magical anything for the most part, other than maybe my wizard. So these are going to be such a problem for the game for my ally. Oh, and oh, just missed. So the Dark Elf player brought a Manticore, Hydra. He went with just cheap infantry for the most part, but he went a lot of infantry. He went 2 Dark Shards with shields. Down the line, just bleak swords. He went Malekith on a dragon, which is always amazing. I think he got a buff / nerf recently as well. So like, he does more damage, but he's easier to kill in melee. It's weird. And the battle just started over there. The rest of the army is just Witch Elves and Black Ark Corsairs. Alright, with that, let's get to it. So the battle starts over here. The Dryads are just coming out, which, I mean, he's just seeing, so he's pulling stuff back and trying to pull his main force forward. The Skaven slaves are not going to last long. Now, the cool thing with these Ungor Herd is that they're hidden, even like just out in the open, because they all have stock. Which means the only thing he's seeing right now is these guys right here, these 4. And like these cav over here, which is why Malekith's over there. Throwing the rocks. Good hit. Hydra's coming around the flank. He sent his Manticore in for some Skaven slaves. Yeah, they don't stand a chance. So now the front lines are about to attack each other. He just spotted these guys, so this is probably a big surprise to him. Because, yeah, his archers were out in front. He was probably, yeah, he's pulling them back. So, a good breath attack. He's, I'm sending in all my, Centaurs. Just try to hit him, get him out of here. Sending in my Gore Herd with their hilariously fat ass. The main battle line started over here. They should do pretty well. Dryads are good and all, but too many monsters. My inventory, however, is going to die horribly. These are all very cheap, so they're going to lose to these Bleak Swords like horribly. I'm just having them there just to like buy time for these guys to do stuff, which they're trying to get Malekith, but he's really hard to catch. My wizard's going in trying to catch him. That was a good throw. My wizard just summoned another Cygor, which means now I have 3 artillery on the field, basically, just chucking rocks. They're very useful. I love them. The problem is, since the summon units degrade, like this won't last very long. We do have the War Hydra surrounded in spears, but the War Hydra, I mean, it's gonna regen. They're just keeping it busy. They'll do decent, but in terms of money, like it's just gonna come my way at least. So basically, this is just a giant, like, everything's going wrong here for me at least. There he is. Kazrak, the One-Eye, started engaging. He's weird. Like, sometimes he hits, sometimes he doesn't. I've been trying to notice. I don't understand it too well. The main problem I'm having right now is Malekith, because, I mean, I can't really get... Oh, good hit. The main issue I'm having with him is that he just... Yeah, right there. He just causing problems going around my territory. Now, where are they? These guys. Absolutely terrifying. They already have 149 kills. Now, this is a 2,000 gold unit, and like compared to these, which are both like 100, so... I mean, they're gonna win, obviously. He got my spears off of his Hydra using Malekith. I don't remember what the spell's called, but it's something that Malekith specifically has. It's not like something that any other wizard can pick up, I'm pretty sure. So I finally caught his archers, which are the big threat to my... Oh, I'm so sorry if my voice cracks. Anyways, I finally caught his archers. And I'm just trying to get them out of the way, because they're the big threat. Like, without his archers, he doesn't really have anything that can kill these. Now, he's trying to get on them with Malekith, and I had some spears here, but they're going on the Hydra. So these two are by themselves against him, which I didn't really pay attention to, but they naturally seem to just be beating the crap out of them. So, I mean, a rock in the skull is a rock in the skull, you know? The main just battle over here is hell. It's just forest. Is that a pendulum? That's a pendulum. Love that ability. That's one of my favorites. I think they nerfed it, though. So, Malekith pulled out because he realized how bad of an idea it was to fight 2 Cygors. Nice hit. Tossing rocks. So far, these Centaurs haven't done too much because I'm just really bad at microing, and Cav is all micro, so yeah, 36. These ones did pretty good. But I have them trying to focus on Malekith, so they're all tossing their axes at him. Like, if you look, most of his infantry's gone. So the only thing really left is him and a Hydra, which is retreating over here. My ally, on the other hand, is still losing horribly. Like, these things are up to 300-something kills, and look at their health. It's still almost completely full. I don't really know what to do much about that. Like, I don't have anything to deal with it, and it looks like my ally doesn't have anything to deal with it. So that's the big thing that I'm scared of. So it looks like I cleaned up most of the Dark Elves. I just have to deal with this Hydra. It looks like Malekith's just going to run over to his ally and help out him. So where did I put Kazrak? There he is. So I'm bringing everyone back over here, and I'm kind of just going to focus on the Hydra. I was trying to chase him with these Centaurs, but then I realized I wouldn't be able to catch him. So I just decided to use my wizard and summon another Cygor here. Oh, just missed. I decided to summon another Cygor just to provide Overwatch and throw more rocks at them. At least help my ally out while I'm busy. Damn. It's really hard for them to hit air units, I've noticed. Alright, we have some more Ungor herd coming back in. We surrounded the Hydra and it should go down pretty easily. I mean, if a unit is retreating, they won't turn around and actually fight. As long as you have something like chasing them, I've noticed. So I basically am just gonna have one unit chase that, and like everyone else just continue fighting. Again, these are the big problem right now for me. So I was trying to get the Cygors, which I don't remember when I did it, but I was eventually gonna focus these guys here. He realized this and he decided to pull them back into the forest. Malekith is low health, so I don't have to worry too much about him, but I mean, Malekith is still, I mean, he's a powerful lord. Nice try, but I like what he tried to do there. A rock's a rock, that actually did damage. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, put this in slow-mo for a second. Let's look. Are your projectiles? No, your rock does not do magic damage. I don't know why I thought it would, but I thought maybe his rock would do magic damage. So I did forget about these guys, these Ungor back here. That's my fault. I should have, like, all these units aren't going to come back. Like, they're broken, shattered, so they're not going to come back and help. Sadly, there goes another Cygor. They only stay alive for so long if you summon them. These two I actually brought in, so they're not going to degrade. So at this point, my ally is just bringing anything he has left, and we're just going to form a battle line here with it, like everything we have left, like the big alliance of. Honestly, yeah, we're kind of the bad guys here. Good news is that the Wood Elves, the Weight Watchers, like the worst part of the army that I have to worry about, they're all out of ammo. Malekith, however, like they're just cleaning everything up. My ally can't do anything over here. He's kind of screwed. Now let's look at these guys. Almost 400 kills on the Lost Sylvan Knights, and their health is still pretty good. It's just absolutely terrifying unit. Now, if you have magic damage, they're like one of the easiest things to kill. The problem is, me and my ally didn't have any, so it's like, oh crap. It's like, did you bring any? No. My ally is walking Throt back to the battlefield. I think he was chasing off an enemy lord over here. But he's gonna try to walk him over to preserve stamina and like join the battle line. All my ally really has left are these slave archers, which they literally just throw rocks, so I mean, they'll help, but they're not gonna do anything too crazy. So, oh yeah, these guys are about to break. So basically it's just both of us lining everything back up, and we're just gonna go back in for a final charge at the end. I still forgot this over here, and that's just bad play on my part. I'm not the best at this game. I cannot micro units. So far these Centigore units basically just they've been doing everything for me. They're basically what killed the Hydra and the did a lot of damage to Malekith, just throwing axes at him while still being fast and able to run away. They're so useful. Pretty annoying to fight though, I must admit. See, these ones right here have 100 kills, which is really nice. So I'm just gonna charge him. Now, I wasn't looking at this point, so my micro is pretty crap. I don't know what I was looking at. I think I was looking at Throt coming back over here. Is he running now? He's running now. Because I was like warning my ally, like, hey buddy, you have these coming up. And then I saw that. So in a second or two, I'm gonna like pull my units over and try to, yep, there it is. I decided to pull these back, and then I'm starting to move my guys over to deal with them. These shouldn't be a problem. These are the new units that also came. They're basically just normal cavalry, but cheap, which is what the Wood Elves needed, to be honest. Wood Elves only had expensive cav. That was another pendulum, and I love that ability. It's just that he didn't really use it well there. Now, I noticed at the last second that he's trying to kill my, wizard. So I decided to use all the rest of my magic here. I did a little explosion. That was magic damage, so that actually does stuff. As you notice, like, their health's going down pretty fast. And now it's just a battle between our, like, lords and single entities, so, everyone's getting in here for, like, the big hit. Now the thing is though, my Centaur is just throwing axes into Malekith. It's going to cause Malekith to actually shatter here. As soon as Malekith shattered, the whole enemy army decided to back up. And just, that was the game. There was bad play on everyone's part that game. Oh wow, the Manticore over here has 200 something kills. It was probably all Skaven slaves, but still. So, yeah, I'm not the best with, like Kazarak. I like him. He didn't really get to do much though, the whole battle. I haven't paid too much attention to him. These Centaurs though all did really good. Like they cost 850, and if you look at damage value, that shows how much gold they basically did as damage. So as long as they do over 850, which is how much they cost, that means they paid for themselves, which means they did well. So yeah, they all paid for themselves there. These did not pay for themselves, but I mean, they helped a lot. Like, I couldn't kill the infantry with mine, because mine's really crappy, so... It was overall a really good game. Congratulations to, like, everyone that, participated, because, like, everyone like, just did well. Now, if you guys want to see any more of this in the future, let me know in the comments below, because this is something I, like, do want to do every so often. I am going to try to start a campaign on this game because Total War Warhammer 2 is like one of my favorite games of all time now. I've been playing like a lot of it recently. So I'm going to do a campaign soon and like start like a series on that. You have to let me know which one you want to see. I'm probably going to go to Throt if I don't get any like recommendations though. So thanks for watching. Peace.